say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Manning. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
A chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive for basing yards.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built. Research Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And the Jayhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle, and you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up.
When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids.
Terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
In the corner, he just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive.
Taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Dead center perfect. They're now up 9-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and
for a field goal try. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very...
At that time, help force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's cross. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the sticks, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. To the air, it's Mayava. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up. And
they say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game. You just can't do it better.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. House for this huge 3rd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. 3rd down play from the gun. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that much time. Incomplete now sets up 4th down.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Drives live right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
It's not open, nothing there I don't feel comfortable with, but he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
If they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just drives it between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal. The unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
The pin, those interior D linemen, they couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Good, right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Watching them run the ball to no avail.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
It's built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
The consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking deep down the right side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. Touchdown, Charlotte. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive.
And it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gotta find a completion on this one. With the catch, it's Brown. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass, it's Drones. He wants to take the top off. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. First down, they'll try it again from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Fit it in the window for the score.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up, I will go get it, I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
In there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain, and now we got 4th down.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. They'll play it safe and try for 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. The goal unit, this kicker has already made a couple today. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And listen, the unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. Finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright.
Making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He lofts one down the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
I got to go stop him.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line.
Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a squad from the American, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He wants it all. Touchdown, Green Wave. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. If there was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Back to throw, it's Roberson. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Tulane! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is?
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee.
And you've got to feel good if you're this offense, right? To come out and to make as many plays as you did in front of your home crowd.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Red Raiders
to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the turn on this one. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and...
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off.
Any chance in the world this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6.
Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
To the air, it's Cutler. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-9. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. He can take the lead here. First and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Green. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. And all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And how about this? All tied up in the waning moments, guys. lead in overtime. And this one sails through just inside that left upright.
Aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed? They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch and claw to the very end to get it done. Great job executing here late in the game to get the win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. We'll be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. It's blocked, he couldn't, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And this one started out kind of bizarre, having it.
Can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12 to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. For a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
They did.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first.
but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against...
And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Louisville!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7.
Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Short-coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To throw, it's Navarro. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio! A great catch and run for 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14.
This offseason, throwing to one another.
Give to Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Down, they'll try a field goal. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Way back in this one.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Touchdown, Cardinals! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're not into 3s, they want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You're dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well and make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
That last play, now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive